Hey everyone, so today I'm going to go through something that I've been addressing pretty frequently recently with facilities managers, facilities teams, design and construction teams. So it's a universal issue that I've seen on several projects, several hospitals, and we're also going to go through an example that specific example that I've seen incorrectly implemented at several hospitals. So first off, we're going to start with NFPA 101 2012 edition. We follow the 2012 edition, of course, because CMS has adopted the 2012 edition for hospitals that as part of the condition of participations for reimbursement for Medicare and Medicaid. And in NFPA 101, Chapter 4 is our general chapter. Sometimes people will call it your fundamentals chapter, but it's all the general requirements that apply to all other occupancy chapters that are listed later. And in the general chapter, if you haven't ever read it, I highly recommend it. There's a lot of great information. Sometimes the general chapter overrides the occupancy chapters. Sometimes it defers to the occupancy chapters and will say unless specifically stated otherwise, right? So it's a great chapter. And in there though, section 4675 is what we're gonna specifically focus on. And what it says essentially is that existing life safety features that exceed the existing life safety features that exceed the existing chapter requirements, but don't meet the new chapter requirements, shall not be further diminished. So you can't diminish something further than what if it doesn't meet new chapter requirements. And I've got a great example there where with hazardous rooms. And in 2016, we adopted the 2012 edition of code. Well, 1932 is the existing, 19 is the existing healthcare chapter, healthcare occupancy chapter. 1932 and 1832, so 18 is new, 19 is existing, deal with hazardous areas, separation and protection from hazards. And 1932 specifically says that hazardous rooms have to be a 1 hour barrier, or there's an or option, or have automatic sprinkler protection and be separated by a smoke partition. And there's some specific requirements you guys need to go and look at in this. So I'm not detailing all of the requirements, but so 1 hour or automatic sprinkler. 18 says it has to be 1 hour. Well, we already know it's going to be sprinkler because it's a new building. All new buildings are required to be sprinklered. So it's a and in the new chapter because we already, again, know it's going to be sprinkler. So it's a 1 hour and. Well, what I've seen a lot by even fire protection engineers, I've seen fire protection engineers do this too, is take an existing hazardous area that was 1 hour and derate it to a smoke partition on the life safety drawings. And you can't do that because of chapter 4675 specifically says you can't make it less than what's required by new. So that's the big reason there for that is new chapter requires a 1 hour. So if you had a 1 hour, you have to keep it as a 1 hour. If it wasn't built to 1 hour, then you don't. Right? Then you can use the existing chapter requirements and use the smoke partition and the sprinkler option, right? So again, commonly misinterpreted, misunderstood section of code. That's one example. This applies to many aspects, and I'd love to hear in the comments down below your experiences with this of not just with the hazardous areas, but other things that you've seen that where something was derated improperly or decommissioned improperly, and when it should have been kept in place because of new chapter requirements. So until next time, happy learning.